We are live. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm Dr. Raul Serrano, and tonight I am answering the question, what is the easiest step you can take to start building health in your body? What's the easiest step you can take to upgrade your health? And this is a question that for over 12 years in my career, I've asked myself, what is the easiest thing that I could be doing to upgrade my health, to actually be healthier and build health? And what is the easiest thing I can give patients? I can recommend to patients to do to actually start building health in their body. And I do have an answer tonight. I truly believe, I'm super excited about this because I truly believe that there is something that you could do that is super easy, super simple, and literally it takes almost zero effort to take this step, and I promise you it will build health. And I'm going to give you some of the research behind it tonight. I'm going to give you why I'm so excited about this. And but first I want to start with a little bit of a story. I remember, must have been at least 4, maybe 5 years ago, I'm speaking at an event, and at this event I did a nutrition talk. There was probably 150 people in the crowd, and I'm talking, and it was a Christian event. So I'm speaking to people who believe in God, who are Christian. And I'm talking about how God made food and how we should eat food by God. And I went through like, hey, cut sugars, and this is what all the research behind carbs and fats and proteins. And it was, an hour-long talk. And at the end of the talk, I opened up for questions. And when I opened up for questions, a lady, I remember she was kind of sitting towards the front middle of the room, raises her hand, and they brought the mic to her, and she said, "I loved your presentation. There's a lot of great information, but it's too much." And she says, "What's the one thing I can do walking out of here today to actually take action? What's the one thing you can tell me to do to take action in my health?" And this isn't the easy part that I'm going to go over tonight. And she had stunned me because I'm in this crowd. I'm talking about nutrition. Everybody's pumped. I was pumped. And the first thing that came to mind is, well, if you don't listen to anything I just said, all you have to do is leave here today and eat food made by God. If it's made by God, eat it. If it's not, then don't. And I remember, it's probably about 4 months later. I'm at the supermarket. I'm shopping, and this lady comes up to me and says, "Dr. Serrano, you don't remember me, but I remember you, and you changed my life." It was the woman that was in the crowd, right? And she looks at me and she says, "I did what you said. I went home that day and I told my husband, look, we're just going to eat food made by God. I'm not." And she tells the whole story. She's telling me, I was literally at Wendy's because we were on a road trip. And my husband says, "What are we going to eat here?" I said, "Well, potatoes, they're made by God." So they had potatoes, and they had, cheese on it, all this stuff. And then she said, and her husband's like, "Well, isn't that high in carbs?" And he says, "Yeah, but that wasn't one of the rules. The rule was eat food by God." Long story short, she sees me 4 months later at the supermarket. She's having this conversation. She says, "My husband's gotten off 2 medication. I've lost, I think it was like 20 pounds. And she was just doing great. And all she did was reintroduce food by God and stay away from food by man." Now, that is an easy thing to say. That is a very hard thing to do, because so many things that we eat today are altered by man. So many things that we eat today are infused with pesticides, are infused with hormones and toxicity. Now, that's not the step. But since that day, I've always asked myself, and since then, I wrote the book, The 14-Day Reboot. It's my best-selling book, The 14-Day Reboot. And in the book, at the end of the chapters, I say, give you all the information, but at the end of the chapter, here's the easy way to do this. Just remember this one phrase or question, and that's how you make this easy. So with that whole background, with that whole concept, I have come up with literally the easiest thing you could do to upgrade your health. And the easiest thing you could do literally is in this cup right here. And it's not water. It's what's in the water. It's a substance that is flavorless, has no flavor. It doesn't change the consistency of this. I mean, literally, just tastes like water. And that substance is collagen. And we just came out with our clean collagen, but I want to give you the research behind this. All you have to do on a daily basis, literally, is take 2 tablespoons, put it in your water or any drink. I would recommend that you put it in your coffee in the morning or tea if you do that. So you make that a routine so that becomes the easiest thing you do to change that. Now, if you agree with me, put that in the comments. Think about this. You already drink liquids. It doesn't change the taste or the consistency of your liquid. And all you have to do is take 2 tablespoons, put it in your liquid, stir it for 20 seconds and drink that liquid. Tell me that is not the easiest thing you can do to upgrade your health. Now, let me give you all of the research of why. And it's not just a little bit of health gain that you're going to get. You're going to get a ton of health gain from this. So if that is the easiest step you can take to regain your health, please put that in the comments. Say, yes, that is super easy. Yes, I can do this. Because I've thought about this. I've thought about telling people, all you have to do is walk. That's hard. It takes time. It takes effort. I've thought about telling people, just have a shake a day, or maybe you want to decrease your calories. I mean, I've thought about everything, and this is literally sleep more, meditate, pray. Like, all these things are much more difficult than literally putting 2 tablespoons of clean collagen in your water. So let me give you some of the background. Let me put this up here. So if anybody wants to learn more, they can go here. So when it comes to collagen after the age of 25 starts to decrease dramatically in our body. Now, because it decreases, 1 to 2% decrease every single year. By the time we're 30 or 40 years old, we're producing 30 to 40% less collagen than we did in our mid-20s, early 20s. Why is that so important? Collagen is part of every aspect of your body. Literally, collagen comes from the word kolla, which in Greek means glue, and it's the glue that holds you together. In our society, we rarely are eating any type of collagen, and it's actually an essential thing that we need to be taken. Now, here's the thing. You think to yourself, okay, so collagen is important. All of your protein, take all the proteins in your body. Out of all the proteins in your body, collagen makes up 30% of your makeup. Your protein makeup in your body is about 30%. So if something makes up about 30% of what you are, guess what? That's how much of that you should be eating. So when it comes to your proteins, you should be eating about 30% of your protein intake should come from collagen. As Americans, unfortunately, only 1, maybe on a high end, 2%, maybe some of us are really good, we take 3 or 4% of intake of collagen. Why is that? Where does collagen come from? It comes from ligaments, bones, tendons, cartilage. It comes from somewhat from organ meats. When are you on a daily basis eating ligaments, tendons, bones, cartilage, tendon meats? We don't, as Americans. What we typically do is we eat the meats, we take the skin off, which has a lot of collagen. We eat throw all that away and eat just the meat, which is okay. We need meat protein, but I'm going to give you some of the research of why this is detrimental to your health. So, in other societies, and even back in the day when our ancestors used to like kill an animal, they would eat all the meat and everything else that would boil down, and they would actually use the broth, and that broth was full of collagen. We don't do that anymore. So we need to start getting a collagen from another source, and that's why I'm recommending the clean collagen. Now, here's what happens. When our society, we eat most of our amino acids. When your protein breaks down, it breaks down to what's called amino acids. These are the building blocks that build proteins, the building blocks that build your body. Those amino acids it's critical that you have an abundance of all the different amino acids. When you eat organ meats, you're going to get a lot of the amino acids that build muscles, that build your body in a specific way. It's like a building. You can picture the muscle meat that you're eating, the chicken, the beef, even plant proteins. Those are like the big bricks of a building. Collagen would then be the mortar that holds those bricks together. And if you don't have enough of that mortar, of that collagen, then guess what? You're going to have tendons that are hurting you all the time. You're going to have skin because your skin's mostly collagen. It starts to sag or wrinkle. You're going to have ligaments that aren't healing. You're going to have joints, arthritic joints. You're going to have gut issues that because your gut lining is made mostly out of collagen. And I could go on and on. So that is one of the things that happens. But here's another thing that happens when you eat too much meat and you don't balance it out with a collagen. Collagen is high in glycine, it's high in proline, and it's high in hydroxyproline as well. So why is that critical? Glycine itself, it's almost like a magic amino acid, a magical amino acid. Glycine helps your body to detox. It helps your body to build other structures that help your liver. And when you're eating a lot of organ meats, here's what happens. There's a specific amino acid that goes up. That amino acid, I know I'm getting very scientific here, that amino acid is called methionine. And high methionine levels have been tested. And they've done this test a lot in a lot of different mammals, specifically rodents and rats. And what they've looked at under research is that when you have high methionine, you also have an increase in homocysteine. Homocysteine is a marker of inflammation. And when homocysteine is high, guess what? You have more cardiovascular issues, strokes, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues. And when methionine is high, you decrease mammals' lifespan, get this, by 10 up to 20%. So that you're decreasing the lifespan of a mammal, whether it's a rodent or a human being, by 10 to 20% when methionine is high. And methionine is high in diets that are high in meat protein. Now, here's the thing. This isn't to say that you can't eat meat. What you need to do is have collagen. Adding collagen into your nutrition or into your drink, collagen gives up that glycine, and that glycine molecule helps your liver process methionine, which decreases methionine level, decreases homocysteine, and reverses that 10 to 20% life decreasing. It actually puts that back up to its normal level just by adding collagen. Just by adding collagen, which increases glycine. That's amazing to me. There was another research that I was looking at recently done in Europe, and this is about skin. They took the dermis and they would look at it under a microscope. They gave oral collagen to a group of people, and then they had a placebo effect, another group that had a placebo. And within 4 weeks, the dermis, which is the area right under the epidermis, right under the top of the skin, they were actually within 4 weeks started to see thickening of the dermis. What does that mean? More thicker skin. When you cut, guess what? You heal better. You have less wrinkles. You have more toned skin. Within 8 weeks, they actually were able to measure hydration in the skin going up. When your skin's more hydrated, it is healthier as well. It's more vibrant. It has less breakouts. So that was a very cool research that I found. Another one, this was in a journal of geriatrics. They were looking at bone density. Women, they just tell you, hey, your bones, as you age and your hormones switch, they're just going to go, start losing bone density, and you should be scared of osteoporosis. So they took older females, took two groups. One group, they gave oral collagen. The other group, they did not. And within 4 months, they remeasured the bone density, and the group that was taking the collagen, the bone density had increased. I think it was 2 to 5%. It's something crazy, like ridiculously good. The other one, no decrease. They actually continued to have some bone loss. Why is that? People tell us all the time, hey, doctors say, you have bone issues. You have to take calcium. You have to take magnesium, maybe even vitamin D3. If they're a good doctor, they'll say that. But what they're not saying is the things that hold all that together, the matrix of that, is collagen. So if you're not getting collagen from your nutrition, which most of us aren't, which I talked about earlier, guess what? You need to start taking collagen for that to happen, for your bones to actually strengthen without changing how much calcium you're taking in, without changing how much magnesium you're taking in. So this is why I said at the beginning, this is the easiest thing that you can do to actually start upgrading your health. It helps with bones. It's almost, the more research I do on collagen and this has been a 3-year process for me to come up with this product, or to launch this product. Not that I came up with collagen, but the product itself. It's the more research I do, the more I'm in awe. I'm thinking to myself, like, why isn't everybody doing this? Why isn't everybody taking collagen? I joke with my buddies. I told them, on a daily basis, I'm looking at different research when it comes to collagen and what it's doing in the body and how much should we be taking, which I'm going to get to that in a second. And as I'm doing the research, I get so excited. I got to get more collagen. I walk to my kitchen, put some collagen in my water, and I'm drinking the collagen. So with all that said, how much collagen should we be taking? So most of us, we have been so collagen, not even deficient, we've been so insufficient with collagen that what I'm going to recommend is that for the first 2 weeks minimum, maybe the first month, we should dose up to somewhere between 30 to 40 grams a day of collagen to make up for the deficiency. So that if you're using our collagen, the clean collagen, that's going to be at least 3 servings a day. 3 servings a day of collagen for the first 2 weeks up to the first month to really get the collagen to start build up in our system. After that, the research that I'm seeing says you want to take about 20 grams of collagen at the minimum side, about 20 grams, which is 2 servings of our collagen on a daily basis, to fight all of the issues you're seeing with methionine, to help continue to rebuild and help your gut stay healthy. By the way, another research I was looking at, sorry, I get too excited about this. They were looking at the heart. And as more people were taking collagen, they saw that heart issues were getting better in some of these patients. Why is that? For a couple of reasons. Number one, because of the decrease in inflammation. Number two is that all of the blood vessels, that your veins and your arteries, how they expand and contract, right? That expansion, that flexibility, guess what that comes from? Collagen. So when people have blood pressure issues, that means that your joints have gotten very stiff. They're not expanding and contracting as much as they should. Guess what the remedy for that is? Give yourself the elastic that's going to help your blood vessels do that. So literally, like I said, this is the easiest thing we can do to actually start upgrading our health, to start building health. You have to do nothing. All you have to do is take 2 tablespoons, put it in your drink every single day, and then start building collagen up. So the recommendation, like I said, is 2 servings of our clean collagen a day, ongoing, 1 to 2 servings a day. At the beginning, you want to build it up, and I would say at least 3 servings a day for the first 2 weeks, maybe up to the first month. With all that said, why can't you just go buy any collagen off the shelf? Because of the issue, and this is the issue I was coming up with. That's why it took me 3 years to come up with this find this clean collagen that we're producing. And most collagens out there, where does collagen come from? It comes from animals, from bones, ligaments, tendons, skin, that they boil down, literally boil it down and then they dry it out. So when you do that, you're concentrating those proteins. When you concentrate proteins, if you have an animal that is not organic, grass-fed, all of the things that we talk about in our book and in our lectures, then you're getting an animal and a product that is highly loaded with pesticides, antibiotics, hormones, all sorts of lead and mercury and other things that you do not want to be putting in your body, especially if you're doing this on a daily basis. This is why we don't have dirty collagen. We have clean collagen. Clean collagen. You want to make sure that if you're getting collagen, it has to be ultra clean, because if not, you're going to be causing more damage long-term, and all of the damaging effects of toxicity you can learn about in my book, The 14-Day Reboot. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gives you a little bit more understanding of really the importance of having collagen. And I'm just scratching the surface on the benefits of collagen in our systems, in our bodies. And I hope you get as excited as I do for this. The easiest way to do this, you can go onto our website. You can see it down below, life.re. I would literally just go on auto ship, because this is something that if you don't do anything else for your health, just put this in your coffee or tea every single day in the morning. Make that the habit, make that the ritual. And I promise you, you give it enough time, you're going to start seeing your joints will start feeling better. Your skin, you'll see differences in your skin. Your gut will start to heal up. And that's not even to say or to account for all of the healthy things going on internally. So thank you guys for being on. Constance, thank you for the comments. If anybody has any questions, if you're in the office, ask us personally. If you're here on Facebook, either watching this live or later, put them in the comments. I will answer those myself. So thank you guys tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next week. Next Thursday, I am talking to Katie, and she is the owner of the Elm Bodywork, and we're going to talk about massage and body work and the differences and what to look for in a good therapist. Can't wait for that. And I'm going to be doing that from our spot, our vacation spot, which is going to be down in Boca Grande. On my vacation, I'm going to take a little bit of time to spend it with you guys because I love sharing. I love being on here, and I just love all you guys. So be blessed, and I'll see you soon. Hey, Anthony, I see you on there, buddy. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing great also, buddy.